Well, there are aspects of this bill which need further consideration and work. There's so much of it I welcome. Specifically, I very much welcome the inclusion of an online safety commissioner within the proposed Media Commission, whose role will be to address the proliferation of harmful online content. And this, in my view, is very welcome. It needs to be given appropriate compliance and sanction powers to deal with the very serious threat of harmful online content. And we know there are so many positives to the internet and to online content, whether it be for information or entertainment purposes, it can be used in such a harmful way. And safeguards for people online, especially children, are vital in terms of mental health and well-being. So, Minister, you must ensure that there are ample options for recourse to protect people's safety rights online. I mean, years ago, bullying in school, for example, usually meant it was confined to school, but it's not the case anymore. Home is no longer a sanctuary. Much of the hate speech or the harmful posts are done using a fake account as well. And it's clear that self-regulation of online media has not been at all successful in recent decades. Online content and media have changed beyond recognition, and regulation has not kept up. But tech giants need to be held responsible for the content that they allow broadcast on their platforms, and they must be required to review and remove the content that is deemed harmful, and if not, they must face meaningful and severe sanctions. And there must be stricter controls on who can open an account, ensuring verification of identity. And also the tech giants need to work with the Gardaí in providing information on those who post harmful content, because that's not always the case. In saying this, I must also state that reviewing harmful content is a role that requires safeguards to protect employees' mental health and well-being. So just ask Minister how this bill will ensure online platforms will be compelled to protect workers' rights in this regard. This bill includes a content levy, which in my view should not be allowed to be passed on to customers, but it should be allocated primarily to the independent production sector to showcase Irish production and storytelling. And groups such as the Children's Rights Alliance and CyberSafe Kids and the Children's Ombudsman and ISPCA, they've all called for an individual complaints mechanism. So I welcome the fact that the expert group has come to the conclusion that an individual complaints mechanism is feasible, and that you will be now seeking government approval on that. However, a 2-year time frame for this, at least, is a long time for people to have to wait. I suppose of particular concern is the section dealing with freedom of expression and regulating content. There is a very fine line between personal liberties and freedom of speech and protection of certain groups from harm. So legislation against something as fundamentally subjective as causing offence is problematic and will also need further consideration. So finally, it's just crucial that the Media Commission must be adequately resourced to ensure that it can carry out its much expanded work in a timely and efficient manner.